Good morning. Hello. How are you doing out there in the world? I am Carol. I'm Carol Torrance and part of the Wee Clan Torrance. Bruce will be joining me in a wee minute. We are live. It is Saturday morning. It is day 25 of our Totally RAWsome vlog, and it is day 206 of 2015. Because we're dancing every day this year, we know this. We're following, this vlog is mainly following our journey through totally raw eating in July. Bruce and I have not eaten anything cooked this month. In fact, we've been having a split between juicing and raw food eating. So this is not our regular diet, and this vlog is following how we're feeling. So 25 days in, and I am feeling better than ever. I woke up this morning very tired. It was hard to get out of bed at 6:15 this morning. That was difficult, but still got up, did our meditation and stretches, and by the time we dance, everything feels wonderful again. So I'm looking forward to another day. Today, the kids are away to their grandparents for the night, both of them. So tomorrow we might get a lie-in. Now, we might have a dance at 8:15, but we'll think about that. Get up and dance, go back to bed.
Or everything just gets shifted back a few hours.
Oh, it's a daisy. Somebody joking away in the background there. Yes, we'll think about the dance. But with yes, we can. It's the only opportunity we'll have for a rest this month. So we might as well take it. So how are you doing this morning, Bruce?
Yes, I'm doing all right. I think I'm kind of feeling a bit the same as yourself. Tired on getting up. It was again 6:20. Felt like I just jumped out of bed and started moving. I get up and come downstairs and do the event invitation for the meditation. So that kind of gives me something to get up for in the mornings, which is a little bit harsh, but at the same time, it gets the brain moving, my thoughts going, and me moving as well. So I've been kind of going with it. Yesterday was a real hard day for food, insofar as I was just really feeling from almost the moment that I woke up. Yeah, I was just really kind of against the whole notion of continuing. And it's not because I'm not enjoying it. There was something else that was overriding within that really just, I was out in Edinburgh yesterday and going past some places that make fantastic food, and it's like, what am I doing not eating this? You know, why am I driving past, sort of putting myself into suffering because I'm stopping myself from going? And that's kind of how it felt yesterday. You know, why do I have to endure this when I can go and eat something and it's actually, I was going to say tasty, but it's that old, you know, sort of the old taste patterns. And the thing is that, you know, a week today, I can do that if I really want to, and I probably will. It's that type of, it feels like that type of a, what would you call, situation or circumstance where you're denied something for such a time, and so the first thing you do is want to go and have it, and you know, maybe overplaying the satisfaction that I'll get out of having something, but it sits there, and it is.
I think it's the emotions that push you towards eating cooked food. I think if you're having a rough emotional day, you're drawn to eating more food. So if you smell it or around it, you'll be more prone to probably desiring it. But if you're having an emotionally strong day, for example, I don't think driving through Edinburgh really remotely bothers you.
No, I was feeling that when I made the kids breakfast. I made them pancakes and maple syrup, and I mean, stuff that I would eat without hesitation. Normally it didn't faze me at all, and cooking in the house isn't fazing me at all. But my own, it just kind of came up against a wall yesterday, and didn't actually manage to pin down what it was until later in the day. And I just took an opportunity to take a few minutes out, and that was where I kind of discovered that, that was everything that I was tracing it back to. Just, it was food. I was just really having a hard time with not eating. And then today, and by the time that yesterday evening came round, I'd kind of got myself beyond and into an understanding of where I was. And today, you know, I've already had my cereal of non-cereal. It's a raw banana and apple and cinnamon and dates, all kind of put through the food processor, and makes a nice kind of oatmeal porridgey type of consistency. It's very sweet, very filling. I mean, for one apple, one banana, and what, maybe 5 dates and a little bit of cinnamon, it's really filling. I was thinking about that when I was just having breakfast, and you know, so if I had a banana and an apple and a small handful of dates, would I feel actually satisfied with that than with having a dish? And I wondered, you know, is there a psychology in having a dish of food being more filling, or, you know, seems more kind of satisfying than just, you know, sort of the individual ingredients? Would you feel as full if you just kind of had a plate with individual ingredients on it than as a completed dish?
And does it matter what your environment you came from? For example, if you come from somewhere where you don't eat in that manner, would it make a difference? Would you feel as full if you weren't used to eating in bowls?
Oh, right, indeed. If you were just used to eating bananas from their bin and all that kind of stuff, yeah, quite possibly.
Is that part of the conditioning?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I hadn't realised it was quite so tough for you yesterday. I don't know. I'm just sailing through this month. I'm wanting to eat potato fritters and crisps now. Pretty much stayed since the beginning. I'm a potato kind of person. So I think I'm missing a bit of potato. But I cannot explain why I feel so good. I cannot explain why I have no desires to eat cooked food, apart from there's eggs, sourdough bread, cultured sourdough bread that's alive, and what was the other one? Potatoes. There's different varieties of potatoes.
Yeah.
So yes, that's kind of, and I'm not craving them. I'm just looking forward to having them back in as an option. But I think it will be a slippery slope. As soon as you start putting some sort of warm cooked food in your mouth, you're going to start wanting to eat more of it. So, but we'll see that as we go. August will be a very interesting month.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be very easy to kind of fall into judgment quite quickly in August, you know, especially on ourselves. If we do have anything, then, you know, it'll just be interesting to see how the emotions, the energy through that, and how the body also with, you know, sort of richer cooked foods going in. Yeah, there's a lot of food that I would like to eat that you can't eat raw, because raw chicken would kill you.
Why do you want to eat chicken?
Because I like chicken.
You want to eat it? Wow.
Good source of protein. I like chicken. I'm not signing off eating meat for the rest of my life because I'm doing a month of raw. I will bring meat back into my diet as I want to, but I'm not going to. It would be the best that you can find. It would be simply prepared.
Unless somebody offers you a chicken curry, you don't know where the chicken's been sourced from.
No, indeed, absolutely. So yes, you've got to be kind of selective. But then you go out to a restaurant, are you going to sit and pick on a couple of salad leaves and half a tomato in a restaurant? Or
wow, did you just do a disservice to so many restaurants out there? Did you just do a big giant disservice to lots of restaurants out there?
I suppose there are restaurants that do salads, yes. But no, I want, is that what it's going to be, is that journey into freedom of being able to eat what we want again, and how we then cope with that.
This is the man who, in the morning of day 3, was adamant he was eating food the next day because he wanted to eat, and was giving a very similar speech actually about eating food, and then went on to juice for another 10 days. So I listen to what Bruce says about passionately wanting to eat, and I think what will happen might be slightly different.
Come here, Mom.
It will be, because I won't want to rush into
You're
it
wanting
again,
to assert your freedom, but I don't know necessarily
Much-
if you actually want to partake in it, but we'll see.
much like having one cup of coffee, it won't stop at just one.
It's all a matter of consciousness and how awake you are. Because once you're fully awake, I don't think you can do things unconsciously anymore. So you can't just...
But you can eat cooked food consciously.
Yes, you can.
So it's, you know, I don't think it's...
But it will change how you eat.
It will. It will also, yes, I think after a month of being purely raw and juicing, it's going to, anything that goes in that previously you wouldn't have maybe thought about before being difficult to digest, process, or the effect that it has on your physiology and psychology as well will be, will be abundantly clear. And part of me wants to kind of explore that and experiment with that. So, part of the experiment will be to have a chicken curry, or some form of Indian, dish. I don't eat beef or lamb or pork or anything like that in dishes. I tend to go for chicken, and it'll just be sort of interesting to see how the body responds to that, because it's not going to like it. I can pretty much be sure that the body won't respond
well. It didn't
well
like it before.
to,
It's unlikely to like it better
the body
now.
won't respond well to dense meats. It won't respond well to sort of heavy oils and all this kind of stuff, because it's been pretty sort of plain. It's been pretty sort of plain eating. It's been flavorful, but when I say plain, I suppose simple. It's not been complex stuff that we've been putting together. Yes, I'm still seeing this as being a challenge, which means that it's something to finish, and that's I still feel that that's a wrong psychology for, or wrong way of thinking for this type of thing. I'm not changing my diet. I never planned, and that wasn't my intent. I don't think within July either. It wasn't to change the diet, but the diet will change. It's one of the I think one of the natural consequences of that. Singing blues now. Woke up this morning, didn't have any food.
Feeling a bit phony.
This day is no good. I've got the no food blues.
I was sitting at a table with Bruce and JD last night. Just sat down to a salad, 10 o'clock at night, because it's getting late. But the pair of them, oh no, good. And you're like, this is just a bowl of salad. So,
and you haven't got anything else. Salad tastes great.
Well, you certainly made it sound like it was.
That was good. I made it. It should be good. But no, it is. I'm coming up against an awful lot, I suppose. I've only got a week to decide what I'm doing. And yeah, is this a challenge, or is this a step forward?
See, I want to continue like this. I think I'm kind of where I want to be, with the addition of the few small things that I think are complementary for my diet.
I certainly recognise I'll eat a lot less. Volume-wise, just do not need to eat as much food as you would think. It's little you actually need to eat. It is all relative to your lifestyle, but even then, I think you can, and especially when you're supplementing so much of your diet food with juice. You don't need to be sort of taking in sort of a huge bowl of salad when
apples and
a shot of
oranges
juice, so kind of do it was the green leafy phytonutrients and electrolytes and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, when you are sort of drinking juice and eating, you don't need as much food going into your system. I think if you're on a completely raw food diet and you're a very active person, you'd be quite astounded at how much food you might need to pack away. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not closing doors on anything, I suppose, and maybe that's half the problem. Maybe I do need to close some doors on certain foods.
Certain aspects of our old life that
we're
no longer need to take forward.
I haven't missed milk because I've made a really good almond butter milk, which probably tastes nicer than dairy milk. And milk was a big part of my diet. So yeah, it's things like that. There will be sort of various bits that change, but I
usually like that.
I also feel that there are certain things that will bring themselves back in again, and it's just to what extent is it going to be that kind of uncomfortable addiction, almost like I had with coffee, where I was recognizing how much I was having. but doing absolutely nothing to stop it.
Bodhi's turning you into a cat, by the way.
Turning me into a cat? Oh dear. Fortunately, she's not a very good magician, and here I still am.
Not yet.
Not yet. So yes, some of these, some of them are just going to be addictions that are crying out to come back, and I was kind of hoping that 21, 25 days or whatever would kind of knock them on the head. Coffee hasn't succumbed to that one yet, but milk has. And yeah, I mean, I look forward to having things like chicken, but I'm not like craving it. I'm actually craving something like roast veggies more. Maybe like a cheese-free pizza, something like that. I'm not going to put cheese onto something, or you know, Domino's do cheese-free pizzas. So, but yeah, you know, that type of thing is more what I'm kind of, I suppose, in hot foods. I would make hot, you know, sort of vegetable curries. I would make hot vegetable foods. It's not necessarily about things having meat. I just happen to like.
Oh, okay.
So yes.
Right, wonderful. So yeah, we'll keep following, see how we're doing, and you never know, we might end up vlogging in August as well as we transition into whatever comes next. Because
August the 1st, you'll just see us at 9 o'clock in the morning with bellies out to here because we got up at 5 o'clock and just gorged ourselves on everything that we're not meant to have for a whole month. Apart from Carol, who will still be svelte and...
We'll see. We'll see. I'm amazed. I never used to eat veggies. I mean, veggies is not my thing, and fruit was not my thing. So this is a whole new world for me, and I never used to like it or enjoy it. And it's not that I'm like, woo, it tastes wonderful. It's just that nothing else actually looks better. So for me, nothing else actually looks more appealing than something that's really simple and straight out of the ground or from a tree. Anything else seems way more complicated to me right now. So we will see. It's just simplified my eating in a wonderful way. Okay, so we will see you all tomorrow for our dance at some point. It might not be at 8:15. Da, da, da. Breaking format. And then, yes, tomorrow we'll vlog at some point as well. But no, I think we're going to give ourselves a rest tomorrow because we can, and because it's been a tough month. And that has been, we've been 6:30 every morning this month, and that's been wonderful. I've been really enjoying it, but yes, perhaps take the rest while we have the opportunity, because we won't get an opportunity for a wee while, I don't believe. So we'll see you tomorrow at some point. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for following our journey. Remember and chat to us and leave comments if you wish. Be polite. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye now. All
right, be awesome.